Hi there, YouTube. Yeah, I'm on the clock. As usual, long time no see. Housekeeping. Smoking my Missouri Meerschaum, Missouri Pride. First cup that I ever bought. It will be somewhat relevant to today's topic. In it I'm smoking the sample, still smoking the sample of Gawith and Hogarth's Ultimum Aromatic. And by smoking, as usual, I mean desperately trying to keep it lit. This time I actually have a reason. There's a reason for me being away. Remember I told you I received I was looking into possibly having another job. Well, they finally, all the interviews and the tasks are over. They actually offered me a job. So if all goes well, starting from the new year, I'll be at a new place with a substantially larger salary. I don't know substantially. I just said it, it's a third more compared to what I'm earning now. So for me that's more than enough to move. Plus it's somewhat closer to home. And the company is not regulated, so there's no central bank or Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission breathing down your neck all the time. That's also nice. But for some reason they are not willing to make a proper offer to me. As one of my friends said it, fantastic beasts, and why can't they make an offer? I'll be meeting with the head of their legal division on Monday. Hopefully I'll work something out. Problem is they cannot just say we cannot sign an employment contract. Yes, they can. I know that. That's my profession. You can sign an employment contract and stipulate that the person commences on such and such date, in the new year, for example. Naturally, I need some form of guarantee before I sign off here at this place. But that'll be on Monday. Till then, I hope I'll have a nice weekend, relax, take my mind off everything. A new job, my current job. That's my first smoke since last time I uploaded a video. And I wanted to show you something funny for a change, because I'm usually rambling. be advised, I was going to film another video which is pretty rambly, so I'll try to make it a second one after this one, so those of you who don't like rambles, you probably want to sit this one out. I wanted to show you a book that my grandmother dug out to give to my little girl a couple of weeks back, and that's actually interesting. It started for me with another book. We had a sort of a thick tome back at home when I was little. We still have it, just different apartment. And the title is loosely translated as Folk Tales of the People of the World. So it's a compilation of folk tales from different nations. So you have, your Japanese tales, African tales, Russian tales, and they also had tales from folk tales from the US. I believe there were some Indian, Native American, being politically correct here, some Indian tales, but there were also some tales from the American South. The tales about Brother Rabbit. I'm not going to pronounce that in Southern drawl, because I cannot do that. So, tales of Uncle Remus, as from the compilation made by Joel Harris, I believe. And so I knew about the character, but later on, when I was, I think, at school, I got this book. This one is published in 1999. And I think this one won't be published or republished today. Take a look at the cover. I'm trying to avoid the glare, sorry. So, the illustrator here, who is, let me get this, sorry, so L. Kazbekov. I don't know who L is. Leonid, probably. L. Never mind. He thought about this being an American tale, and he gave all his illustrations sort of a Wild West flair. So we have an old fox with his cowboy hat and cowboy boots and jeans, and we have Brother Rabbit. And lo and behold, a cigar. And it goes throughout the whole book. Here's Uncle Remus himself smoking a pipe. Here's sort of an all ensemble cast. And there's a dog at the foreground smoking a pipe. And fox beating up Brother Possum somewhere in the background. Go a couple of pages. There's a legit fight going on between a raccoon and the dog. And here's a raccoon smoking a cigar again. And I was just looking at this and thinking to myself, no way are they going to publish anything like that. Brother Rabbit again smoking a cigar. I'm gonna snap some photos and post them on Instagram. But I was thinking about this. And I was... Funny thing, I completely forgot about this book. With all these characters smoking and beating each other up. And I thought to myself, in these, nowadays, in those tame, politically correct times, when everything is a bad influence, no way are they going to publish anything like this. Smoking characters, fighting characters. It's all reserved for a more adult audience, not suitable for kids. I remembered about that because a couple of weeks back I saw a photo on Aristocop's Instagram, I think, where there was Donald Duck smoking something, and question, what's your opinion on smoking cartoon characters? Is it good? Is it bad? Should it be reserved only on bad people in the cartoons? And I was thinking about all this. I'm going into ramble, I think. Come to think of it, I don't give a fuck if my kids see anything like this on their TV. That doesn't bother me. As long as it's not officially advertised as something cool and fashionable, which was done in the 90s by all the Marlboro Cowboys commercials, etc. I don't give a fuck. And all the people who are disturbed by that, who say that kids are not supposed to see that, they are seeing that. Unless you're keeping them in the bunker somewhere, they are seeing that. They are seeing people smoking on the streets, because nowadays people in Russia have no other place to smoke. Mind that. So, a guy in the street or a girl on the street and a cartoon character, there's no difference really. I've got an even more ridiculous example. There was a long-standing cartoon series in the 80s in the USSR. In Russia it's called "Ну погоди", and it is roughly translated as "Just you wait." You probably know this. It's about a wolf chasing a rabbit, and the rabbit is all, sort of a good guy, and he's young, he's a kid, short pants, doing the right stuff, and the wolf is portrayed basically as a hooligan. I found some images, and part of his image is he's always smoking. Some cigarette or something like that. There he is smoking a bunch of cigarettes. And there's also an episode which is sort of takes place on the boat, so here he is smoking a pipe. There's another one. And there was a campaign in the Russian media to recut these cartoons and cut out all the smoking. So you are going to cut out a bad guy smoking. Give me a fucking break. He's a bad guy. He's shown as, you know, smoking and violating the law and breaking stuff and getting his comeuppance in the end. What's so bad about that? Or are you afraid that, you know, your kids won't understand that he's the bad guy? Well, that it's up to you to explain to them that what he does is wrong. That's actually called parenting. Am I right? So all these attempts to, you know, to make the cartoons, etc., more acceptable. You know, we have cartoons for the, you know, for the little kids, where everything is fluffy and, you know, nice, and colors are not aggressive, and everything is soothing. But at some point, kids are gonna see reality, you know. You're not raising them in a glass sphere, you know. They will just see the world. And probably it's better for them to have an image of, you know, a wolf hooligan who is a smoker getting his comeuppance in the end. That image imprinted in their brain before they go to school, and all the kids will tell them how awesome smoking is. And how cool is that? I didn't have a talk about smoking with my kids yet, but I will at some point. They will hopefully ask me. So far it doesn't go beyond, you know, what's that? Here, take a sniff. Ah, that's horrible. Okay, fine by me. Anyways, just wanted to share this one with you people. I'm going to cut this one out and go into the ramble. If you don't want to see the ramble, I'm okay, everything's fine. I'm hopefully moving in the right direction. And you people have an awesome weekend. And I'm signing off. See you people. Bye.